you don't have to know any other thing I've done throughout my career. This is a one-off book that is a super fun, spooky superhero parody of everyone's favorite wall crawler. But I think it's a bit more than that and has heart to it. So you can jump on and enjoy it as a standalone comic book.
Arachnid guy. He's not Spider-Man, he's Arachnid guy. Hey, just trying something out. Welcome back to the West Coast Davengers. I'm your host, Dave, and today I'm bringing you a piece of my interview with Jimmy Jams, aka Food One, aka Jim Mahfood. You're going to be able to see the full interview tomorrow on Direct Edition, so if you're not subscribed to my podcast, you can click the link in below. You can find it on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and right here on YouTube. There is no excuse to miss this. Jim's got a brand new Kickstarter going right now as we speak for his Spider-Man bootleg book, Arachnid Enforcer. Last year, he came to us with Savage Street Vigilante, which was an absolute amazing book. I was happy to have backed that at the retailer level, and I know a lot of you backed it at your own level. It is a fantastic book to see in person. I can't wait for everybody to get it in front of them. But first, we're going to hear from Jimmy Jams himself. So Arachnid Enforcer is your second Kickstarter bootleg book, but I want to know, when you were younger, or I mean, you've been part of certain things that were bootleg, like Shitty Dark Knight, but did you ever make like a full book as a young teen or young 20 something, like a bootleg book, like a full thing?
Not so much when I was teenager or 20s, because I was starting to get into my own thing already. But I do have Spider-Man and Ninja Turtle and Boris the Bear comics I made on my own when I was like 12, 13, early teenager.
Yeah.
And they're just drawn on loose leaf paper like we all used to do, and like stapled together.
Yeah.
I mean, they're silly. They're like 8 or 10 pages each, but yeah, that fascination, man. If you're a comic book person, that fascination of just making a story in sequential order on paper and stapling it together, like you're ready to already make that product. Like you're already like, I want to have a book. I want to have a pamphlet that I can hand people. So even in the early days of self-publishing my own stuff, just the thrill of getting back from the printer a stack of 100 copies of the book with the staples and your artwork on it. It's so thrilling if you envision yourself doing this thing, It still is, man. When I get comps of my stuff, or like when Street Vigilante came in, like it's still thrilling to see and hold the actual thing. And you look back and you're like, oh yeah, I made that. That's interesting. Seeing your back wall.
Yeah.
Right now, beautifully displaying, shamelessly promoting my stuff. Thank you. But it's weird to be like, oh yeah, I made all that stuff in different parts of my life. It's cool.
It is. And throughout history, the word bootleg is used in kind of a, like, it used to be really used in a dirty way. Obviously back in the the bootlegging times when the prohibition, but it was just people doing what they wanted to do despite what some bullshit laws. And as we're growing up, me and you think about like live shows and being able to listen to bands bootleg, but then bands would be like, yeah, you can, as long as you're not like mass producing this, go ahead, record our concerts. But now it's like, because we're in such late stage capitalism, I mean, bootlegging is it's an honorary badge, making your own thing. Because like when we think about, or when we talk about things like Batman and Spider-Man and stuff, we have to go through history to pick out all of these great stories. It's not everything great, but now you're like, no, I want to do my own version of it. And Savage Street Vigilante was such a fun trip, it really was. It was
thank you.
Super violent, super sexy, super dark, and funny. And now, with Defective Comics presents Arachnid Enforcer, which you can see this beautiful piece of artwork here.
I make flyers, guys. I'd make flyers and force them on people at conventions and in the streets, just when I'm walking around the neighborhood.
Run through like a little bit of the basis of what an Arachnid Enforcer is? I mean, it takes place on Halloween, but what can people expect when they get their books after backing this beautiful Kickstarter?
Yeah, I had this idea of like, what if Spider-Man never learned the with great power comes great responsibility lesson? That's the foundation of Arachnid Enforcer. His name is Tiger Thompson, the character. So I mixed, you just hit the jackpot, Tiger, with Flash Thompson.
Flash Thompson.
So in the world he exists in, like people sort of know who he is, but he never takes off his mask. So the idea of like, what if Spidey was sort of a jerk and went down the path of he does have these powers, he's filled with radiation. I don't specify exactly all the powers he can and everything he can do, but what if he was just using that for his own profit? So he's basically muscle for hire, and he has this sidekick manager, Gangster Boogie, this little Muppet character that seems to be the breakout star of the whole world I've created with this. People only care about Gangster Boogie, which is fine, but Gangster Boogie's his manager, and they basically take on jobs mostly from bad guys hiring them to take out other bad guys. So on the surface, Tiger kind of thinks he's doing a good thing because he's taking out bad guys, but he's not. It's all in service of himself.
Yeah.
And the community in All Hallowsville, this fictional Halloween town where all this happens, the elder people in the comic are kind of like, dude, you're not really helping. You're just fighting in the streets, causing chaos. Like you need to give back to the community. The kids in the community think he's cool because he has a cool costume and he's like a badass. But the point of the book is to kind of have an arc for the main character where Savage Street Vigilante did not have an arc. He is just a cold-blooded killer and a machine for vengeance and justice in his own warped way. This one, because it's modeled after my love of Spider-Man comics, it's like, well, no, I want the reader to love our character and I want him to learn some sort of lesson. Like I want something full circle to happen. So you can kind of imagine, I guess, what that will be, but the journey getting there is not what you would expect. So throwing in the little weird things and odd characters and a love interest. MJ is Melody Jade, this goth witchy girl who doesn't like Arachnid Enforcer. You know, it's like
love interest.
Yeah, I mean, that's the funny part is he is talking and quipping like Spider-Man, whereas Street Vigilante was just a deadpan, mostly quiet character.
Yes.
So this comic is much more verbose and it's much more interactive with the reader.
Yeah.
Like you're with Arachnid Enforcer and Gangster Boogie throughout the book. Like you're with them. Whereas with Street Vigilante, I felt like you're an observer and you're almost watching this weird, dark documentary VHS movie of like this troubled psycho guy with a chainsaw. So
you tapped into real life in 2024, where there's a lot of what was going on in the world without doing that, without actually doing that.
I didn't premeditate some of this, but I like that Arachnid Enforcer is like a less intense book. It's more fun and comedic, and so I think for people, I did have a couple people, not many, but were like, wow, that Street Vigilante book is pretty intense. Like it's pretty brutal. I'm like, well, but are you not watching the same movies I'm watching?
But also like you're
but the
inspired.
Maybe no. The answer is like, no, weirdo. I'm not watching all this fucked up VHS exploitation stuff that you're watching. So, I get it.
But as a creator, I think no matter what, whether you're aware of it or not, you're a sponge when you're creating anything that's affecting you, whether it's the movies you're watching, what's going on in the real world, the books you're reading, the comics you're reading. Like, I look at Savage Street Vigilante, I'm like, I know Jim read, Tim Vigil stuff. Like and it's probably one of those things that's kind of always on your brain because it's comics that, that affect you. But I mean, not every piece of art is for everybody, but it's nice to know that you went from that to doing something that's a little comedic, lighthearted, because that's one of the weapons in your arsenal. I mean, Girl Scouts, I mean, half the books that are behind me have some, comedy in it. And also, I like the fact that you were cognizant of like making it more of a arc and, like doing that, because like, I'm sure if you just did the same thing over and over, you would get bored.
Yeah. And, man, this brings up a good point. I just realized, like, if you are a creator or even not a creator and you're a huge fan of comic books and the history of comics, which we both are, you have this urge to try and make almost every sort of comic book throughout your career. You know what I mean? So, like, Ed Piskor is a great example where, like, Hip Hop Family Tree is like a Fantagraphics book documentary about hip hop culture. Obviously, Red Room is his homage to Splatterpunk comics, Tim Vigil, all the X-rated, dark, evil, fun shit with Duo Shade, Mirage Studios, Ninja Turtles. Switchblade Shorties is him mixing like manga with comic strip.
Yeah, with the OG comic strips. Yeah.
So I feel like if you are dedicated and interested in the history of comics and you're a creator, that's so obvious that you would want to jump around from project to project. And these single issue 48 page Kickstarter books I'm doing every year, this is a perfect formula, man, for me to do that, and hopefully keep all my fans involved and along for the ride, but give them something a little different each time.
So let's talk about the rewards that people can expect. Obviously, you're back in the book, 48 pages. Each copy comes signed as Savage Street Vigilante did. What else can people get from backing this Kickstarter besides glorious 48 pages of Arachnid Enforcer?
Yeah, man, we're offering a lot of the same stuff as we did with Street Vigilante, which is a PDF of the 48 page comic, the print version of the comic, obviously with my cover. We have incredible variant covers from Mike Del Mundo, Wayshak, and Scotty Young. All bangers, all ridiculous. We have an incredible exclusive print by Derek Loffman, who's an unbelievable artist. He's the current artist on Scotty Young's I Hate Fairyland, and just a super sweet, really good dude. So his print is exclusive to the Kickstarter. We also have my 5-piece print set where you get all 5 together, and that's of Arachnid Enforcer, Melody Jade, Gangster Boogie. It's like the world of All Hallowsville.
The Illusionist.
Yes. And then I did a weird thing, a fun thing where I did a piece of Animal from the Muppet Show on Ink Pulp Live.
Yes.
And it got such a big response. I scanned and sent that to Mike Spicer. Mike colored it. And we're offering that as an exclusive print on the Kickstarter for no reason whatsoever, other than I'm saying that character Animal, I'm calling him the Funky Drummer. He's the cousin of Gangster Boogie.
That makes sense. And they probably have an album or two together.
So you can get the Gangster Boogie cousin print. People are going to be like, why is this Muppet print part of the... Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. This is just a fun add-on. I was like, why the hell not? If I can get Spicer to color it, it looks amazing in color.
He killed your Iron Man cover. He's so good. Killed it.
He's so good. And then also, man, we did this last time as well, but I'm offering custom hand-drawn signature book plates that come with the book.
Hell yeah.
So you get your choice of Arachnid, Gangsta Boogie, of course. Everyone loves him. These are just some of the examples of what those look like.
These are one of ones, or those are going to be the book plates?
These are one of one. These are original drawings.
Okay.
So I just call it a book plate because you can put it inside the book.
Sure.
It's I believe these are 6x8. Yeah, 6x8 inch. And I did this last time with Street Vigilante, and they went over really well.
Yeah.
So, this is original art, and then I'm also offering all the original art from the 5-piece print set I made, and then a bunch of other original art options you can choose from my portfolio of work that sort of relates to Arachnid Enforcer. So there's some Spidey related pieces, and there's also some finished pieces that I did on Ink Pulp Live.
And some of those may be available still. So, you know, the link is in the description below. You should click on it and back it and then see what else you want to support Jim with. And, you know, I mean, I know you're not done going through the rewards, but this is how we get great comics, is supporting the creators directly.
Yeah. And the last thing I'll mention, man, I mean, I have past books of mine and stuff that are available through the Kickstarter if you want to bundle everything together. But we did this last year as well, and we're doing the retailer box where you order 10 books at a time, and we'll give you a wholesale discount, and they all come signed.
Yes.
So
I'll be back.
We want to stay friendly with retailers and accommodating, and that's the best way to do it.
All right, thanks for watching. And like I said, tomorrow morning, Monday, October 13th, the full episode is dropping right on Direct Edition, Apple, Amazon, YouTube, Spotify, everywhere you get your podcasts. And the Kickstarter links are in the description below. Don't forget to check out Ink Pulp, which is where you can find Jim every other week live drawing with his boy Sean Crystal, Papa Sean. And jimmahfood.com, Kickstarter link in the description below. This has been a great episode of West Coast Davengers. Don't forget, support your local comic creators. Keep the medium alive and keep craft alive and all that good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go. I don't feel good. Kick some ass. This is what the Arachnid Enforcer really looks like.